Hello everyone, welcome back to the third installment of Thirsty Thursdays. Now, just to remind you that these Thursday videos are not always going to be so-called Thirsty Thursdays. They are just going to be random videos. Sometimes it's just going to be us talking, us being Alex and I. Alex, again, is in Florida. Sometimes it'll be me doing some reviews of shops, sometimes it'll be Alex doing reviews of something, whatever it may be. But this week it's just a normal video. So I have a few things right here that we need to cover for this video. First up, do you guys think that I should have my glasses on or off for the video? Because I don't know how it looks for like the glare and all that sort of thing. So this is on, off, back on. Let me know. I don't need them to see the camera or anything like that. I'm just curious. I usually keep them on, but if there's a bunch of glare or something in the camera, then let me know. Alright, second up on the list. I recently indulged myself in buying a new mod. Basically, right now, I have around 3 mods that I circulate between currently. One being the HanaMods DNA 30 clone Canamods with my K-Fun on it. The second being either my Pegasus with the Tobe or my Stingray with the Tobe. So one regulated and one mechanical. And the third is going to be this new one. Now, what I was looking for is I was looking for a device that was regulated that I could use a dripper on and produce, you know, decent clouds, decent vapor, decent flavor. Because, you know, I was trying to run a 1 ohm dual coil dripper on my Patriot on here, and it really wasn't doing exactly what I wanted to. It was taking a really long time to heat up because it only does 30 watts. But so yeah, that's the other one I was looking for. I wasn't gonna spend my money on anything I didn't need just because I'm a little short on money, so I wanted to save and wait up for something that really caught my eye, that's something that I really wanted, that I've seen a lot of positive things about, and that is the Axis. Now, I don't remember the company that made this. I think it's just called Axis, I don't know, something like that, Axis something. And yeah, this mod is a dual 18650 mod, wooden box mod, that has the TI chip in it, which I have a feeling is from Texas Instruments. I'm not sure, and they re-engineered it to be used in an e-cig. Now, the cool thing about this is it goes from 2.3 to 5.7 volts, I believe, and if you put a dripper on there, it has a 16 amp limit, and it can kick out up to 88 watts. Now, I've always wanted a regulated device that I could use drippers on just because I find that more satisfying than using a mechanical mod. I just like the design of ones that have actual buttons that you could press on the side and just the overall design of them, as well as it doesn't have any diminishing battery like mechanicals do. The battery will just shut off and you will just have to recharge them. So that review will be coming up soon. I should have that product in my hands within the next week or so. Next thing to talk about is I've had this device for a really long time now, just wiping off the juice, and recently I've sort of wanted to just try and rebuild it because I've never been a huge fan of building Genesis style atomizers, but I've sort of gotten a, you know, just a peak of interest in trying to build it. But when I tried to take this thing apart, the O-ring on the top of the glass that was supposed to help the glass come off, actually the O-ring came with it and tore, so I didn't have an O-ring. This is the Kraken clone, based off of the actual Kraken from Vicious Ant, I believe. Now, it's a great device and it's performing extremely well, except what I did was I recently bought a Patriot clone from Angel Sigs to give it to my friend so he could start vaping, and it came with a few spare O-rings, so I decided to steal one of them and put it in place of the other O-ring that was there. Now this one is a bit smaller, but it still does the trick sort of. As you can see, vapor's fine. It's wicking fine, except the O-ring is just a little too small. And I do get leaking issues every once in a while, or more than every once in a while, I should say. So that is a pretty big issue with it. But this will be having a review come up. The reason why I haven't reviewed this yet is because I have yet to find an O-ring that will fit this perfectly. So no leakage will come out, and I can review this to the best of my ability. But it's performing extremely well, and I absolutely love it. When I first, I got this like a few weeks after I first started vaping on rebuildables. And going from a dripper, or from a K-Fun to a Genesis after only having 2 weeks or so of experience on either one of those, it is very difficult to build a Genesis. So I actually sort of surprised myself because of how easy it was for me to rebuild this today. I rebuilt it today, and as you can see, performing just well, just perfectly well. Try to zoom in. As you can see, it's just a standard dual coil. I think I messed up with the wires at the top post because it's not showing me exactly what the ohms are on my ohm reader, but the way that I built it, I assume, hold on, just adjusting. The way that I built it, it should be at around 0.3, 0.4 ohms, and as you can see, if you can see that, it's starting to leak a bit. So basically the only way to prevent that leaking is to not take the top cap off, which the only reason why I would take that off is if I am trying to fill the actual Kraken. But yes, I'll try and not do that again. But it's definitely brought back my love for Genesis style atomizers, and I definitely will be trying to either buy a new O-ring or just buy a whole new Genesis atomizer, because that is the one complaint I am hearing about the authentic and the clone of the Kraken. Okay, so this next topic is a very serious non-vaping issue. I don't really know exactly why this happened. It was a surprise to me. So let me start off. Yesterday I went with my friend to Santa Barbara because he is living out there for the summer. So he came out here to go back to his parents' house on Monday night just to say hi to them, and then I drove him back out to Santa Barbara. And I drove him in the morning. He had to be there by 8 p.m. or something, so we just, we had fun the entire day. I posted an Instagram photo of it, if you saw that. But before that, we went to a Coffee Bean in Beverly Hills. And I did not know this, but apparently, well, I'll tell you that in a second. So, my friend Matt and I were walking into the Coffee Bean, and there was this homeless guy outside, and Matt, asked him, was like, how much money, he was asking for a coffee or something, and Matt said, okay, I'll give you $2, that should be enough for you to get a coffee. So, naturally, we went into the store, and he followed after us to go into the store to buy some coffee with that money that Matt gave him, and possibly money that he got before that. And we went in there, and as we were waiting in line, there were these two policemen that walked into the Coffee Bean, and I was already ordering at this point, so I didn't know until it already happened, but two policemen walked in, and they took this homeless guy out and just basically said, you can't be in here. Now, I talked to Matt about this, and he apparently said that there's this law in Beverly Hills, for all that you don't know, that's where I do live. And don't ask about the whole rich thing, because I'm not one of those people who live next to the Kardashians or anything. Off topic. So apparently there's this law in Beverly Hills that says that homeless people can't be in establishments or restaurants or stores or anything like that because it destroys the image of Beverly Hills. Now, I do find it believable, but that Beverly Hills would do that, and it's absolutely horrible that that's a thing. I hope if one of you knows anything about how to research these laws, or knows anything about how to figure out if these are actual things that happen, or if this is an actual law in Beverly Hills, please do so, and please tell me if I am wrong, because for God's sake, I hope I'm wrong, because that is a horrible thing to do. And if that is an actual law, that's just one more reason why I'm extremely, extremely happy to get out of this city, because that is a horrible thing to do, and I'm going to try to work with one of my other friends who's very big on politics and things like that to see if we can do anything to fix this. I'll keep you updated if there is anything, or if I find out otherwise about this law. It's absolutely horrible that this could even be a law. I don't even know why. Like, even if you're coming from their point of view, doesn't it destroy the image more if they're on the streets in public? Like, I don't agree with it, but wouldn't that actually destroy the image more? At least that's what I would think. Honestly, I mean, like, it's just like either way, it's discriminating. It's horrible. Like, how can you do that? Like, just, how do you even know he's homeless? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how can you just judge that somebody's homeless by their clothing or by how they look? I mean, it's sort of a stereotype. But off of that grim subject and onto what the news for next week will be regarding this channel. So, Alex and I have been talking about exactly how next week will go, and if you don't know, I am going to San Diego next week to visit my cousin, and Alex is here. And literally the minute he gets back, I'm picking him up from the airport, driving him home, and then I'm driving down to San Diego. So we literally have no time to record. So there are two ways that we can go about doing this. We can either each record our individual parts while we're like video chatting or something and put them together for a review, for a video, or it could just be me again. And from San Diego, I'll do a lot of outside videos anyway. I'll try and do a lot of more extra videos next week that I can if I'm not busy completely. But yeah, either way, there will be a few videos from just me next week, even though, like, whatever's gonna happen. So yeah, that's next week. What's next? Oh, so, I read today, Twitter emailed me something about, like, just, things that they think I'll be interested in. That Florida just made e-cigs, they just banned e-cigs for minors, which, it's a good thing. I don't know why they had to do, I mean, I guess you sort of have to do that, in a sense, like, because you can't, there's really no law saying you can't sell them to minors, but I guess now there is. I didn't think people did, either way. At least, I mean, I'm in California, I don't know if there's a law saying you can't sell e-cigs to minors, but if there isn't, then they don't anyway, so the law would still help, though. Also, what are you guys' plans for the summer? I'm really interested in knowing, like, where you guys are going so I can stalk you and follow you everywhere. But no, seriously, I'm just wondering where you guys are going for the summer, if you guys are going anywhere, tropical or anything like that, somewhere that most people aren't going. I'm going to Bora Bora, fuck you guys. Always wanted to go to Bora Bora. What's next? Oh, yes. So, at this point in time, we are starting to either buy or are in touch with a few more people that we can do reviews with. Borrowing their items, whatever it may be. And we were wondering what you guys would like us to review, or what you guys think we should, what you guys think we are best at reviewing. Juices, personally, we don't think we're that good at them, or at least I don't. But if you guys think we are, and if you guys think that our opinions have helped you buy products for your own personal consumption, then yeah, that would definitely be a possibility. We have an abundance of juices. We probably have twice or three times as many juices as we do mods and things like that to review. So either way, those will be coming, just whether or not they're often or not. But yeah, that's that. And also, the last thing that we have to talk about... Oh, one more thing about videos. So, there are a few people that would like to see, like, battery safety and coil building and things like that. But I'm curious if you would like to see them, first of all, at all. Second of all, in a video like this where I'm just doing vlogs and just talking to you guys. Or if you guys would like to see them in their own separate videos under, like, a tutorial section or something like that. Because I would be happy to do coil building tutorials. I'm not the best at them. I'd like to consider myself pretty decent. Nothing extreme, like I'm not good at cloud chasing builds or anything like that. I'm just good at, standard, Kanthal center builds, either center post or not, some vertical builds, whatever. But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing those, leave a comment. And you guys can either respond... Well, you guys don't have to respond at all, but, like, it definitely helps us do our videos, because we're here for you guys. And I'm talking we, even though Alex isn't here. So, yeah, you guys don't have to respond to every single one of those questions. These are just some questions that I'm tossing out for you guys to think about. The final thing that we have to talk about is a giveaway. So I am going to be posting a video either right before or right after this one for how you are going to win these 4 juices from Lost Art Vapors. Lost Art Liquids, sorry. Our buddy Brian at Majestic Vapes makes his own juice line, and he's come out with a few flavors, and their company is called Lost Art Vapors. He's working with a few other people on it. And yeah, so there will be a new video regarding their actual juices, so it won't because the other juices are a little bit outdated now. Some of the recipes have changed, and some of the names and bottles have changed as well. So, and there's also a few new flavors. So we will be doing a new review next week for these juices. Right now, all 4 of these are unopened, so I am waiting for Alex to get back so I can get those juices from him, so I can do either a review of them by myself or a review of them with Alex, because all of those are 0 and those are not the ones we are going to be giving away, since we're going to be using them for the review. That being said, that is it for this video. I hope you all liked it. There's not really much else to talk about. I am just going to tell you guys what I am vaping on currently, what I have been vaping on today, since I only shown you this one that I'm vaping on. But this is, Kraken clone on my Stingray clone with this really cool drip tip that I got from my friend who sold me, I don't know where it's back there. He sold me his Provari, and it came with this drip tip that he bought a while ago. I don't know who it's from. You could probably find it at a few vapor stores. I am vaping on that with some green apple, cool apple actually, which is like a really strong green apple menthol, from Bam Scalicious in 7 milligrams, I believe. Yes, 7 milligrams. And I am also vaping on my DNA 30 with my K-Fun clone from H Cigar with Andromeda from Space Jam. So yeah, those are the 2 things I've been vaping on pretty much all day. I've just been vaping on this Kraken because I rebuilt it. Otherwise, I would just be strictly vaping on this. This is my go-to for outdoors vaping, and I have been outdoors a lot lately, so this is what I've been doing. I need to find a new flavor, though, because this one's starting to just get a little bit old because I've been vaping it pretty much for 10 days straight. So, need to get a new one. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys next Tuesday for another video. Unless we decide to do one this weekend, in which that will be a surprise video, but don't hope on it. There will be a few of those. Don't worry. Stay tuned. But yeah, I'm Tommy, and I'm sure Alex is there as well, just not here. He's here in spirit, don't worry. And we are Lemon Vapes, and this Thursday has just been citrused.